Let me tell you something. Let me take you back to church history in Nigeria. Thank God for the revivals in the West. But the most serious one actually took place in the North. There were revivals by the nameless and the faceless, who were entering to the creeks in Jos, in Kaduna, in all those creeks. They were raising missionaries. That's where it was a move. You see ministries like Equa, they are not standing on the air. Men died for them. I schooled in an Equa school. I used to see missionaries, they will go, they'll be singing songs and dancing and clapping. And sometimes when they are returning, just like soldiers, their children will file out. And there are times that amongst the crowd coming, they will have about 4 coffins. You don't know whether your husband would have been killed. The same way soldiers will go to war and they return with flowers and their clothes. Or the same way they went to mission fields and they came back, some of them with their clothes. They bore testimony of the cross. We must get back to the point where we are willing to die. You cannot live for what you are not willing to die for. That's why we have many crooks in church. And I said again, crooks. People who want to come to church but don't want to change their ways. Somebody is sleeping with another person's wife and want to lift up holy hands. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Somebody is sleeping in another man's house you are not married to. You want to come to church and just take me the way I am. It doesn't work. Jesus didn't die for this nonsense. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The cross you carry must cost you something. It must cost you something. It must cost you something. You will look at the sin you love and you can't. Because now I'm crucified with Christ. Nevertheless I live, yet not I. The life I now live, I live by the faith of the Son of God who gave himself for me. It must cost you. You've been a Christian for years. It's never cost you anything. You do what you want. You say what you want to say. You insult who you want to insult. You talk down who you want to talk down. Christianity cost us our lives. It must. Many are afraid to come to church because they know those in church and they know what they are outside. And they are shocked. They are shocked. One time, like that, there was a guy who stayed in the same street. I knew the guy didn't like me. It's not like I liked him like that. And one time I was trekking as usual. And he sighted me in the car. And then was coming and he rode the car towards me like he wanted to clear me. So I jumped. And I'm like, is it this bad? A few weeks later I was invited for a meeting that I should attend the meeting. And I got to the meeting, sat down in the crowd, and I saw the pastor came out with the pastor's protocol. And it was the lead pastor's protocol. I said, I'm not going to be here. You can't preach the good news if your life is a bad news. You can't.